this.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness.
How's everybody feeling? Is everyone
I
awake?
fucking hate you.
Ow.
My ears are bleeding.
Yeah, take over. The fight's over. Yo, the takeover. The break's over.
Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of Wrestle Recap. I don't know why I decided to do the dramatic pause this time. Maybe because I was waiting for a sarcastic comment and nothing happened.
dramatic pause.
Exactly. We're back from Thanksgiving.
Happy
I told you
Thanksgiving,
guys.
everybody.
I told everybody that Thanksgiving was going to be spotty.
It was going to be choppy. We established this. You knew it was going to happen.
Exactly.
Well, we were kind of spread out. She was in Texas,
Guapo worked every goddamn day.
and I ate a lot of turkey and drank a lot of wine.
We did actually record an episode, but
You will never hear of it ever.
it is mostly us playing with the new soundboard.
More bullshit and hullabaloo.
It is exactly 80% playing with the soundboard.
It is bullshit hullabaloo, but this time with sound.
With sound.
That was
Yeah.
longer than I expected.
Exactly. All right. So, in that fated podcast that will never ever be posted, we did promise it, I guess, to ourselves, because you guys didn't hear it, that we were going to try and
Be more organized.
and more professional.
Yes, more fucking professional.
Exactly.
Watch that mouth.
So we organized it.
There's suave people around here.
I'm Guapo.
Yeah, Guapo, watch your mouth.
Don't tell me. Do not tell me what to. What the? God damn it! This is bullshit.
That one actually lined up. The rest of them didn't.
You know what?
No, we're just
I will not be censored.
We're not just
You know what? You guys.
That one lined up too.
Somewhat. Oh well.
Okay, we are not descending into playing with the soundboard again. This is what happened last time, and we won't do it again.
But this time it's in front of you.
Exactly. This time this one will go up. The new format of the show is essentially we are going to kind of talk about the entire week of wrestling instead of doing just a Raw review because
it is a Wrestle Recap.
Exactly. So we're going to recap.
Cap.
We're going to recap the entire kind of week of wrestling. And that way we're not...
Excluding SmackDown because we never watch it.
I'm trying to nowadays.
I'm always at work. I have no time.
Whatever. We're always at Newlies.
No comment.
We're always at Newlies.
But good news, guys, because SmackDown is going to Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Because, we're definitely not going to be watching TNA ever, so...
No, fuck TNA.
Especially when they're going to Destination America.
I still catch that at my house.
So we're still going to do Drunken TNA night.
At some point,
If
you will
TNA
hear
still exists.
TNA Drunken Night.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That was way longer than it needed to be.
But I'll provide the alcohol. You hear to hear first, guys. Drunken TNA Night. We don't know when it's going to be, but it will happen. And we will be fucked up. You need a different one. That worked.
Anyway, no, we're not descending into playing with the soundboard again. God damn it.
That's what it's turning into.
Exactly.
And it's
always,
not me, Guapo.
No, it's totally me this time. Anyways, format of the show. Talk about the week's wrestling. Then we will probably talk about some news of any kind, which we all know that this time it is going to be about the CM Punk interview.
But
And,
you will have to wait to the end of the episode to hear about that.
And
Exactly.
potential fallout from that interview.
Exactly.
We hear,
Potential.
well, we know how Vince likes to cut corners and not talk about it.
Exactly.
Well, we just had to wait for Monday night for Austin and
Vince's interview.
podcast.
And then Suave and Guapo are going to give us a few of their thoughts on the new
likes and
WWE
our gripes.
2K15. On you guys have played it on
Both PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4.
They played
I don't
both
give a
versions.
Fuck who says anything about Xbox?
No, nobody cares about Xbox.
Except for you because you own one.
Well,
But you don't care.
I liked Xbox before they started trying to fuck around with used games, which I know they totally backpedaled on because Sony didn't also jump on that bandwagon. But fuck them for even suggesting it. So I will be moving to PlayStation at some point.
Fuck yeah.
But anyway, so let us talk about the week of wrestling. I know we're a little late talking about I did again. Survivor Series.
This time you cannot edit it out.
Nope, I'm just going to leave it. Most important thing that happened at Survivor Series was Sting showing up. Sting showing up. And everybody was happy. Everyone was happy. And they rejoiced.
And you forgot the biggest thing of Survivor Series.
Dolph Ziggler's push.
Dolph Ziggler's push. The long-awaited push for Dolph Ziggler.
For some reason,
Yeah.
Triple H forgot his shovel that night.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Exactly. None of us saw it coming.
Kristen
No.
thought that he was going to be the first one eliminated.
I did think he was going to be the first or second one eliminated.
And she tried to say that we all thought that. No,
Nope.
it
Nope,
was
just her.
Whatever. They all did. They're backpedaling
honestly,
now.
I honestly-
They're trying to say they predicted he was going to be in the longest.
I predicted that he was going to be either the second or third person to be out. Not the first, the second or third.
I thought that Roman Harper.
Roman
Luke Harper.
Whoa, I'm like completely lost. Okay,
Are you
Eric
drunk?
Rowan
Eric
and
Rowan.
Luke Harper. Wow,
You just
I created a new wrestler.
You just fused three people together.
Roman Harper.
Roman Harper. Believe in Bray Wyatt.
Believe in.
He just has that. He just has that Fabio. He just has that Fabio hair and the sheep face. Anyways, so yes, it looks like they are attempting to push Dolph Ziggler, and he even got a little bit of a push even on Raw the next day.
The only thing I don't. Well, I guess it works because it gives him a little aspiration. Dolph Ziggler dropping the IC title to
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper. Yeah.
Yes.
Luke Harper.
Dolph has been mid-card champion a couple times now. If they're
But
gonna,
this is the only time that has mattered any bit, really.
it's time for him. It's time for them to either shit or get off the pot with Dolph Ziggler. They need to
yes.
start putting him in the main event more seriously, or just not even bother anymore.
Just release him.
The thing
Yeah.
is, he is beyond main event caliber. He should. There's no possible reason why
He's a
he
superstar.
should not be
He
in
is.
the main event roster fighting against the top name guys.
Exactly.
He sells better than every fucking person on the roster, and he knows how to do moves that
And he's
half
over.
the roster can't do.
And he's over.
It's at this point of the year. It's to the point of Daniel Bryan type push that he's getting.
Yes,
He needs a Daniel Bryan type push.
not as heavy, but pretty damn close.
Well, that's what he needs right now to get him over. Like the fans, he's over to the fans, but I'm talking about with like executives and such.
True.
Because no one's sold on him
But-
in there. Just they're doing the same thing that they did for Bryan because the fans were trying to push Bryan and cheering for him left and right, and they're doing the same thing for Dolph.
Exactly. So hopefully WWE is going to do something with this, and it's not just going to be we wanted to swerve everybody, so we're going to have Dolph win it all in the end.
Very
be the
true.
lone survivor. We'll
For the
see.
second time, actually.
Exactly. We will see what happens. Obviously, now the authority is no longer in power. Daniel Bryan ran Raw last night. It was
Monday night, not last
yes,
night.
yeah. It might as well have been Monday night.
Unstoppable.
Wrong button.
And the inevitable return of the anonymous general manager.
I don't know what they're doing
just
with
why?
this.
Why?
I don't know what they're doing with this. I'm going to give them a little bit of
Hey,
leeway.
yes, Triple H did say, you will beg me to come back.
Yes, we were already like,
had the
Triple
plan.
H, wait, come back.
Triple H, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
We
Please
don't
come
want
back.
we don't want anonymous general manager, a.k.a. Hornswoggle, again.
It's not him.
Well,
I know it's not him. Gotta hope it's Mick Foley.
We'll see what happens. I'm giving him a little leadway.
Leave down in the comments below who the hell you think is the anonymous general manager this time.
Someone other than Spaz Phoenix.
Spaz, we love you, but we want more people to comment. And thank you for your shout out on your Axe to Phoenix.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you, guy.
Thank you, Spaz.
You're
He's
cool.
been one of my longest subscribers back when Deidre and I were still doing the show.
I started listening to a bunch of his stuff. I actually like it.
Nice.
Yeah, Spaz is
You
cool.
actually like it? Like
You
you were
actually like it.
surprised that you would like
I
it?
wasn't like that, but it's like there's a lot of
Go watch Spaz Phoenix's stuff, guys.
there's a lot of review channels that I go and watch and try to see if I can get some stuff from them. Mm-hmm. And none of them really pop out.
Well, the problem with the YWC in general is that we all kind of say the same shit.
Pretty much. And he records at a ridiculous clock in the morning, as he calls it. I don't
A ridiculous clock in the
And,
morning.
Yes, he
and, if
does.
and correct me if I'm wrong, Spaz, but are you from Canada, eh?
We like Canadians.
We do.
Canadians are cool.
Canadians are very cool.
So
Climate change.
anything
Get it? Cool.
else?
Haha.
Anything else? Raw, SmackDown, Survivor Series related?
Your new tag team champions, The Miz and Damien Mizdow.
That is pretty awesome.
Holy shit.
It was awesome when they won because Miz is holding both belts.
And he's
And-
Mizdow. Wait.
And Mizdow is
Wait,
well,
hold that thought. Hold that thought. I don't think it's recording anymore. Okay, it was. Okay. Okay.
we
we're
don't
safe.
know what that said. All right, so Damien Mizdow.
Damien Mizdow was acting like he was holding both titles while Miz was holding both. And the next night on Monday Night Raw, Miz is holding both titles, and Damien Mizdow is holding two toy titles.
Didn't one of you guys predict that? Didn't one of
Yes.
you guys say right before it
Both of
happened,
us.
like, wouldn't that be funny if
I
he
was-
came out with the toy belts?
Well, Guapo said the toy belts. I was like picturing like cardboard cutouts that he drew,
yeah.
which I thought would have been even better if he just had
Both
cardboard
would be
cutouts.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And he didn't use permanent marker and make it black, and he used like a highlighter to make it gold.
Does anybody else notice that the toy belts look more gold and better than the actual
Than the
fucking
actual
belts?
belts.
They do.
It's a shame.
The
I don't like the penny belts.
The,
Neither do
the
I.
bronze tag team titles are actually properly colored for WWE because it's kind of like being third place in the Olympics. No one really cares if you're the tag team champions.
Yes. Honestly, I really wish they would bring back the World Tag Team Champions belts. I like those way more than what the hell they have now.
Exactly. But, yeah, the penny belts. So we can all unanimously agree the penny belts are awful. Oh, in that line of thinking, we should make the U.S.
Damien
title.
Mizdow.
No, we should make the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title silver of some kind.
Silver with white on the Intercontinental. I like that idea.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Well, just to show their
No,
ranking and the
I don't know.
importantness of those belts in
Well,
WWE.
the Intercontinental title is more of a second place, but
That's what I'm saying.
but
Silver.
it's a higher rank of second place.
They just need to combine those two titles to one title and make that silver.
They already have a lack of titles, unless they bring
And lack
back-
of champions.
and lack of champions, and
Dude.
it's just like
So,
bring
yes.
bring back the the fucking cruiserweight championship.
Yeah.
You have enough cruiserweights on the roster to do
Yes.
this?
So Damien Mizdow and
You are the
Miz.
real MVP.
You're the real
Yes,
MVP.
he's one of those guys like Daniel Bryan
Insert
that
meme
can just be
picture
given shit and turn it into gold. He could just weave anything into gold.
or give him copper and turn it into gold.
Exactly. Damien Mizdow. Fucking amazing.
Was given the worst angle to ever do, and he made something out of it.
He did.
He made the fans want him more.
He's hilarious. And every time Miz holds up the titles, people boo. And every time he holds up his toy titles, everybody cheers. It's pretty awesome.
Yay, boo, yay!
All right, guys.
What's going on?
let
this
us,
is awkward.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to NXT now. Speaking of that, moving on to NXT, we have been trying to
real-
watch exactly the real wrestling.
Yes. The real
How you
program.
doing?
We've been trying to watch NXT a lot more for good reason. And why are we mouthing stuff?
Bada boom,
Realest guys in the room. How you doing?
This is what I work with.
Enzo Amore and Big Cass
They're so
are the
over.
best freaking thing ever on NXT.
I will say though that he says he's a what certified
He's a
G.
certified G and
a bona fide stud.
and you can't teach that.
I can argue that you probably
and
could
this right
teach
here
that.
is Big Cass. He is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
See, you cannot teach somebody to be 7 foot tall. And this is what's Carmella?
Oh, Carmella, the hottest chick.
No, it's not the hottest chick. It's like
Who the fuck cares?
something about being hot, and you can't teach that.
Yeah, something like that. And bada bing.
I would like to add.
Ring. I don't know. Look, Enzo, you talk. Cass talk. Carmella, never
Strip.
speak again. Pop one out every so often. After that, just
Don't talk.
Are you talking about promos or boobs?
Both.
That was sexist.
Whoa!
And I contributed.
You did.
It's not
I
as
went with it.
It's not as sexist because I contributed.
I went with it.
Carmella,
I thought you were classy,
you're a
Suave.
decent wrestler. You have some good moves. Hey yo,
I love
She's
her.
from Brooklyn.
I love.
She has no class.
No class
she's
whatsoever.
from. Isn't she from Long Island
Te-
or Staten Island?
Staten
She's from
Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
But she's from Staten Island. Her submission hold is kind of
It looked
awesome.
very good.
I
The-
like her submission hold.
I guess you can call it it's a chokehold.
Yeah, it's a
It's
choke.
like it's a sleeper, but with her legs.
It's just
I wouldn't
cool
mind
looking.
that.
Neither
It's just
would
cool
I.
looking. Anyway, so there was
Girl
that.
got a booty.
Um,
Also,
Blue pants.
blue pants. You the real MVP.
Oh, blue pants.
So, like I said, we are talking about NXT. We're trying to watch NXT a lot more.
Yes. I make it a highlight of my week to actually make sure to watch it.
I know.
And if I don't watch it Thursday night, I always catch it Friday.
Yeah, we watched it tonight. Apparently, we were all the three of us were on the exact same wavelength because Suave watched it earlier,
I watched it a couple nights ago.
and then me and Guapo watched it tonight. And when Suave made it over to my apartment, we were telling him what we thought, and he was, or we asked him what he thought about stuff, and he was literally saying the exact same shit, word for word, that we had just said.
You're right.
Like an hour before.
Is that you're talking about Carmella?
Once she started talking,
Talking.
it was just like
It was over.
It was
done.
over.
I'm done with this already.
It's like I can go with this.
And
Then
then
she
they-
opened her
I'm done.
mouth.
Then she started talking, and then the
the Warrior's
the-
final speech.
a
commercial?
video package.
Commercial.
We were like, "That was awesome!"
This is
until
awesome.
they slapped the network on it.
$9.99. Aw.
That was an awesome video package until they slapped the network.
But
on
the thing
the
was,
end
they
of
go,
it.
they slapped the network on it, and they go, all right, slap the network. But guess what? You can only watch this commercial on the damn network.
network.
Well, on the network and on the WWE's YouTube page.
Yeah, but I don't think people are going to go, I'm going to go on their YouTube page.
The only people who go
To
on the
watch a
YouTube,
commercial.
The only people who go on the YouTube page are people who watch wrestling shit.
And probably already have the network.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Tell us down below. Do you have the network?
What else did we? What else did
It's
we
only
watch?
$9.99.
What else did we watch on
Well,
NXT? So we had the Carmella thing.
We
where
had
she
Prince
shouldn't speak
Devitt
anymore.
versus, oh, my bad, Finn Balor
Finn Balor.
versus
Who is
Tyson
beat?
Kidd.
Who is beat up as hell?
Yeah.
He looked like he'd been through a hardcore match recently, which hopefully that is not the
New
case.
Japan, possibly?
I don't know what's going on, but he looked like he just got whooped with a kendo stick.
He looks like he has thumbtack bruises on his leg.
He
Which is
just
what's-
looks like he got his ass kicked.
Yes, he looks
Either
beat
got in
the
a bar
fuck up.
fight or he was doing backyard wrestling out in his backyard.
He looked beat the fuck up.
All I know is I want to go to that Thanksgiving party.
I know that it's. I mean, let's not even talk about the wrestling on NXT because it's just
Way superior.
It's always
Caliber's
better.
better.
It's superior.
Caliber's better.
I mean, then you have the Lucha Dragons. I can go on for days right there.
Exactly.
Kalisto, holy crap. That dude
Although
surprises me every day.
I don't think I said anything to Suave about this, but we were joking about which one of them is secretly
Kalisto.
Rey Mysterio.
Kalisto, the
Is
short
secretly Ray Mysterio.
He's just got all of his
Because
tattoos
he looks like
removed.
he just looks the exact same height. The mask is similar.
Is that Dominic?
It looks like
Dominic, is that you? All grown up?
Like it looks like Rey Mysterio. Like he is secretly Rey Mysterio, and he's just that's going to be the swerve later. Is that he's going to pull off the mask, and it's going to be Rey Mysterio in the mask with the other mask underneath.
Massception.
The
Only problem is
the
a
tattoos.
true luchador never removes his mask,
But
even to reveal another mask.
Even to reveal another mask.
Speaking of masks, where's yours, Guapo?
Right here, it's on my face.
It's on his face.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it.
Guapo wears, even though he looked right at him, Guapo wears his mask all the time.
All the time, even at work.
Even at work. That is not true because we leave the mask here, and everyone that comes into my apartment feels
Guapo
the
needs
need
to buy a new mask. That's what
feels
I'm
the
saying.
need to put the mask on. So I keep telling Guapo, you need to sanitize the shit out of that.
Send
'cause
Guapo Lysol.
nobody
Kickstarter
even,
for Lysol's for Guapo's Lysol.
nobody even asks. They just come in and put the
mask.
mask on.
Spaz made Spaz made a comment the other day. He's like, was it Spaz or was it someone? Was it Brett?
Who?
I'm trying to remember saying that we're next NXT tag team, Suave and
That was
Spaz.
Spaz. That was
and
Spaz.
Spaz. I'm going to announce to you right now, we are now a new tag team.
Yes.
I'm buying my lucha mask soon.
They're going to be a tag team.
He is joining the
Except
dark
for-
side of luchadors.
But I
Except,
will not be called Suave.
what will you be called?
La Polga.
Damn it. I will still be El Guapo. Because El Guapo will always be El Guapo.
Spoiler alert, though, they will actually be a terrible tag team because Guapo
Have
is
you ever
a
watched us
terrible
play
tag
WWE
team
2K15
partner.
or
Guapo,
2K14?
I am a great tag team
You are,
partner.
Oh, shit.
you are a terrible tag team.
It's just if you give me a ladder, I may hit you by accident because the fucking
like 3 times.
Yeah. You're in my way.
you didn't move.
Don't swing a ladder in my direction. Easy.
I'm sorry.
Wait, let's
on.
leave this for the game review. Leave it for the game review,
okay,
guys.
all Well,
So,
then we didn't do a tag team of that caliber. 'cause They
we
wouldn't
didn't
let us.
exactly.
So that's one of the
Oh,
gripes.
trust me, we'll be griping about that.
So, more NXT stuff. We need to talk about Takedown is coming up. Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn. One last chance to be the NXT. Exactly. One last chance for Sami Zayn to win. And we were pretty certain that Sami Zayn was not going to win last week because we thought he would be pulled up to the main roster. But I thought I came up with another theory that they're pushing Sami Zayn, saying he can't win the big one. He's a good wrestler, but he can't win the big one. So I think they're going to give it to him. I think this is going to be the payoff for that storyline, and Adrian Neville's going to move up to the main roster.
I'll be okay with that. We get to because then we won't lose Sami Zayn off the NXT roster.
Exactly.
I like to see you have Sami Zayn actually do like a roll up and pin him like surprisingly.
Yes.
And as he's celebrating, you have Triple H come out with a contract.
For Sami Zayn.
No. To
for Adrian Neville.
That'd
Adrian
be
Neville
bullshit.
bringing him to the
That'd
main
be
roster.
That would be
bullshit.
bullshit because it'd be like,
I'd be like,
yeah,
are you
yeah,
fucking joking?
fuck you, champion. Fuck you, guy who just won the title.
Hey, Sami Zayn. Hey, look at this little finger in your face. Oh, wait, that's not my finger. That's the fucking shovel I have on you. God damn it. Also, if Sami Zayn is still in NXT, then we can only imagine the epicness of Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, who is debuting at NXT TakeOver.
I
Or
can't
Evolution.
wait. I can't wait.
Whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, it's called Revolution, I think.
NXT TakeOver Revolution. It
Whatever.
has 5 fucking names.
The Kevin Owens promos are getting pretty awesome. I thought it was pretty cool.
Because, he will fight everything?
He loves to fight.
He loves
He
to
wants
fight.
to fight everyone.
He wants
That's
to
how
fight
he makes
everything.
His living.
Exactly. That's how he decided to
Because-
make his living, and he will go through you if he has to.
Besides, everybody knows Kevin Owens, he not only fights everything, he pile drives everything.
Yes, and to my surprise, in the video
In the
package,
video
they
package, you
show
see him doing
him
a pile
power
driver.
driving someone. They show him pile driving someone. So
What kind of pile driver was it?
It was very close to looking like a package.
Was it the package pile
It
driver?
looked very close to it.
Because I was vaguely watching that part.
we'll have to go back and watch it. But he
Because
actually
I was doing
does
laundry at
yeah.
the time when I was watching it, so I was vaguely. Yes, people, I do my own laundry. Ladies, it's a good thing.
Guapo doesn't. His mom does it
You
for
know-
him. Oh, yeah. No, I don't. I do my own.
I do my own laundry too.
She folds it.
I
No
mean,
one
if anybody-
cares.
I hate folding laundry. Spaz, fold my laundry. No, never mind.
You know,
You would.
the whole one female subscriber that actually watches.
There's a female subscriber. Hey.
We
how
do
are
have a
you?
female. We do have at least one.
Hola.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Moving on.
Don't unsubscribe.
Please don't unsubscribe.
We know we're idiots.
Guapo is pleading. He is on his knees right now, literally.
He is on his knees pleading for you to stay.
Please stay.
In
Anyways.
Espanol?
Please stay.
2K15. What are Suave and Guapo's review? I'll let them review. They have both versions of
I
the
wanna say
game. I
something.
don't play it that often, so the microphone is for you guys.
All right, I want to say something real quick. Okay, PS3 version, you have pretty much unlimited creation skills that you can do.
I know this.
And on PS4, you are very limited. So my question is, 2K, what up?
They already delayed it a month.
I don't care. You have limited options on what you can do. You can't even add custom music to the theme music.
Really?
No.
God damn, that sucks.
They give you only a certain amount of things you can do. The entrances, they don't give you any generic stuff you can use. You have to use Superstars walkout moves.
That's stupid.
It's very limited and very crappy. And it really lost a lot for the whole my career mode, which is impossible. It's like you come out, you start off at like 50 overall. The dude counters everything you do, and you can never counter anything. It's pretty stupid.
It's broken. Well, for my review, because I have a PlayStation 3, I haven't moved up to next gen yet. And when I do, I probably keep my PlayStation 3 copy and PlayStation 3. My likes and gripes. I mean, the overall look looks great.
To me, when I played the PS3 version, it just felt like 2K14.5.
More or less, but and less,
Which is not bad.
Well, it's not less.
You have more
superstar.
options on
you have
match
newer,
types.
You have newer superstars. You have less legends. However, I do believe in the roster. I say roster updates. The
DLCs.
DLC packages.
Well, they have some good ones coming out. They showed a couple like with Legends. They have like DDPs in one of them.
Sweet.
And
I haven't even looked at
but
any of that stuff yet.
it doesn't look too awe-inspiring.
I mean, I'm gonna be happy with it, but for my gripes though,
I don't feel the
because
game
they
is worth
didn't-
$60. I
No.
really don't. I feel like it's a $25 game.
my gripe though for it is that I understand that you wanted to have a couple extra things on the PS4 version, but don't take the My Career mode and all that stuff and make it exclusive for the PS4 version.
Well, I can see how they would do that because it's a totally different operating system for each PS3 and the.
I mean, I understand
PS4
that,
version.
but it's not much more of a difference of programming something because you have a team dedicated to the PlayStation 4
Yeah.
version. You have a team dedicated
Well, they're
to
trying
the
to-
PS3 version.
Right now, they're trying to phase out all of PS3 and Xbox 360. They're trying to phase that out and going into this new generation of video game consoles.
But the new video game consoles aren't going to fade. The PS3 versions, Xbox 360 version of games won't fade out for another 2 years.
They're going to start fading them out a lot quicker than they did for the like PlayStation 2 and Xbox and GameCube and all that stuff. They're going to phase all that a lot quicker than the last time
I don't know, but
because these people
that's
are
just
worried about money. And what sells is the new gen consoles. That's what's going to be selling.
well,
And they're going to have all these new
with the-
exclusive games for each console that they're looking because they already have a bunch of them already called up for all these things. And so people are going to be trying to get these new consoles to get these games. So and they're going to be phasing out because they're not going to be making these exclusives for the previous generation. It'll be stupid and suicide.
yeah. But as soon as they stop that, I mean, I'm going to be moving up to the new gen anyway soon. But
But I feel like the PS4 version, it looks good, great graphically. It
oh,
looks
graphically,
phenomenal.
it looks amazing on PS4.
Like,
PS3,
a lot of the gameplay-
PS3, the graphics are not. It's WWE 2K13 plus, more or less. The graphics are stepped up, but
Tad.
they're stepped up from the previous game. You can't argue that they're not stepped up. They are stepped up, and they have all the same crap, just less gameplay more or less on it.
I just feel like the PS4 version it looks good, but very limited in what you can do. Like if you and your friend want to go play a Tornado Tag Team TLC match, guess what? You can't do it.
At least we haven't figured out how to do it yet.
I haven't figured out. So if anyone, Spaz, if you've played it and know how to do it, please let us know. But at this point, if I'm at loss of words for the PS4 version right now, I like playing it as an arcade game, which is supposed to be more of a wrestling simulation. But it's getting closer to that with the realism of the matches. But it just still feels a little arcadey at times.
Yeah.
But moving on, what's the next topic?
I went and got popcorn while you guys are doing that.
Cool. Give me some of your water.
You want some? Give me some. How about please?
Por favor. Gracias.
All right. On to our last bit of stuff we are going to talk about. It is obviously the dreaded, well, not dreaded. Dreaded's not, maybe dreaded for Vince.
Long-awaited.
CM Punk interview.
On the Arts of Wrestling, hosted by Colt Cabana.
Exactly.
A.K.A. CM Punk's best friend.
In his studio.
Apartment.
So Suave and Guapo had both listened to it earlier.
We did, and before we begin, I have to
Go
say,
ahead.
my Punk hope for him coming back, all that hope I had,
And it's gone.
it's gone.
I never had any hope that he was gone, that he was coming back. I was like, when they leave like that, just I'm out.
There's one thing they say in wrestling: never say never.
I
It
say
could all be-
never.
I told Kristen this
So
earlier.
it took. How long did it take for Bret Hart to get back in the ring? How long?
A while, very long time.
All right, so I'm going to say year 2040. We're going to have Punk inducted into the Hall of Fame. So 2040, guys, it's a long way, but we can do this.
I told Kristen earlier today, if somehow this is a work in some capacity, holy crap.
This is the greatest work of all time.
If this is a work, I may have to break up with WWE. I'll never be able to trust them again. Our relationship is over because there's no relationship without trust, and I will never trust anything anyone in wrestling says ever again.
Except for Spaz.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I will. If it is, I'm serious. If this is a work,
Hashtag.
I will never trust.
As we trust.
I will never trust anything, any news, any backstage news, nothing. I will not trust any of it ever again.
What if I'm telling the news?
Nope.
Damn.
Because the person who told you,
snap.
because the person who told you the news might be lying.
I create the news, bitch.
Don't call
it's a
me bitch.
revolving
I'm sorry.
circle
I
of
apologize.
lies.
That was not classy.
No, it wasn't classy, Suave. Anyways, so we listened to the interview. What did you guys think of CM Punk's?
I have more respect for him.
Yes.
I've always had respect for Punk, but him doing this the way he did it, it wasn't, the entire podcast wasn't him griping about every little thing. It was him voicing his opinion about the things that were doing.
It wasn't really his opinion.
wrong.
It was like his.
This is what happened.
It was his view and his side of the entire story.
Like we're not going to hear from Vince about this
Not gonna
because
hear from
no
Vince,
one
not gonna hear
Vince is
from-
probably
Sure.
gonna, hasn't denied it or anything because people have asked on social media to WWE about this.
We'll
They
see on the
haven't-
Stone Cold podcast.
Yeah, we'll have to wait
Could
for
you
that.
imagine Stone Cold CM Punk podcast about
Won't
all
happen.
this? About
Won't
all? I'm just saying. Could you imagine if they ever did?
But
Just saying.
we'll see if there's any response from Vince. Probably not. He's probably going to blow it off.
And if it is, it'll be a very brush it off. Type
It'll
of
be a
response.
one-statement acknowledgement that it happened. Moving on.
He's probably going to say that Punk has his side of the story, we have ours, and we're just stick with ours, and that's about it.
You know, just
Vaguely.
vague corporate statement.
Yeah.
But
that
it
or
was
Triple H
interesting.
will go on Raw complaining about some guy named Mark,
Yeah.
telling him a bunch of crap.
Exactly. But we'll we'll see what happens on WWE's side. But it was an interesting little interview. You get to hear a lot of stuff that was happening, and it's shedding a lot of light
On how he was treated.
and how a lot of them are treated when it comes to injuries
Their
and things
health.
like that, and their health just
And it
in
makes
general.
a lot more sense of what, like, these guys getting hurt and how they roll off to the side of the ring, like we saw at Royal Rumble with Punk. Like, we're all together, like all 12 of us.
Where's Punk?
Where's Punk? We all realized where's Punk. We're like, he's rolled in the corner.
He's in the corner. He's pulling an edge.
Exactly. He's just going to hide in the corner, which now that you hear that he had like full-blown staph infection,
And
like
concussion.
He had a massive concussion.
Yeah, he had a
broken
massive
ribs and a broken, fractured skull.
all of that stuff sucks. What the thing that does it for me is the staph infection
Yeah, that's
thing, because he could have died.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I never
I've
told you,
seen
but my brother had staph infection before. He had to go to the hospital because it got so bad that if they didn't do the operation and get everything out, he could have lost his arm.
It's no joke. When I used to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we'd do no-gi training during the summer, and staph infections would be rampant in that gym, and I was like, I don't want any part of that. And hot Lubbock summer, it's burning up outside, everybody's sweating. I'm wearing long pants, long sleeve shirt, because I'm like, I don't want any of that.
I ain't doing it.
I'd rather be hot than
So everyone
do that.
Everyone who does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or any kind of martial arts of any type, wash your gi.
Wash your gi. Anyways,
And your crotch.
You don't want that crotch rat.
but
Nope.
he's talking about them having to clean out the staph infection, and it just
It's basically popping a
Ugh.
extremely rotten and nasty pimple.
it is just
That's
It's
more
disgusting.
than a pimple. You ever had a staph infection before?
Like I said, my brothers. It was.
I've had
terrible.
one. It hurts, and it's nasty.
gross.
It's nasty.
Yeah, like I said, my brother had to get it. Like we had to have surgery to get all of it out because it was so like into it.
Pretty much, it eats a hole through your body.
Yes.
And I don't know if everybody in WWE is treated like this. Probably the upper level guys are not as much. But
I mean, shit. Fucking Cena comes back after a month and a half after
maybe
having surgery.
he is too. Maybe he does the same shit.
Honestly, I want to hear what the hell happens with Cena whenever the hell he gets hurt, like Punk.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah, Punk's straight edge, so he doesn't take all the pain meds and stuff like that like everybody else does. But I mean, even Punk himself, he said that he was taking a shit ton of antibiotics.
I'd be interested to hear somebody else's side.
Definitely.
I mean,
I
not that
think
we
Vince
will.
probably has like a if you tell
Probably
your
not
side,
disclosure.
you'll be fired.
Well, I mean, like I said, they wouldn't be able to tell their side until they left WWE.
Yeah,
So
essentially.
Drew McIntyre, if you want to tell us your side,
Well, I mean, his is probably going to be similar to Punk's just because he was lower down the totem pole. I'd like to hear from like a guy like Cena or a guy like
Yes.
Randy Orton or whatever.
Who
hey Mick,
was high
tell
up?
us your side.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley was self-indulged of getting hurt and everything. So
Yeah,
But it was an interesting podcast, and it wasn't vicious. It wasn't attacking WWE.
No.
It was fairly tame.
it was shedding light on things that need to be shed on.
Yes.
Like the fact of
he said he wasn't happy, and he made himself
that,
fucking happy.
and then making him go against a steroid induced person multiple times who doesn't know how to work.
Who's injuring him on purpose?
who is hurting him sometimes on accident and sometimes on purpose.
Because he's fucking stupid.
And I don't know. There is a part 2 to the interview where they're letting people send in emails and ask Punk questions and everything.
You'll be hearing our.
I'm going to email him. I actually want to see his how his wife is being treated
Yeah.
Yes.
in WWE now
Well,
that he is
he
left.
might not
I
be
don't know if he can disclose that.
He probably not be able to
information.
disclose
He
that.
probably
He was-
wouldn't
he was very
until
res-
she leaves.
He was very, very reserved about everything he was saying.
He
about,
never referred
AJ.
to her as AJ. He always said, my wife,
or
my wife,
my lovely wife.
my lovely wife. He never He never calls her by name
No.
at all.
Which I think
We
I
all
think
know,
it's
but-
under contract that he can't say her name.
Well, maybe he is, and maybe he isn't.
That
But
and maybe they,
Well, he can call her AJ Brooks. It'll be
well, he could probably call her by her real
By her real
name
name,
if she
yeah.
want. But
I think he did
was
say her,
very.
I think he did say her real name at least once.
Nope, I don't think he ever did. I think he
I was
was.
sleeping during those.
I think that was his way of. I mean, obviously, she still wants to wrestle. I mean, if she was going to leave, she would have left the same time he did.
that or during her last break before she came
Exactly.
back and won the title again.
Exactly. So I think that was his way of trying to appease his fans who wanted to know what happened, but also not cause her any friction.
And I think it was just I think it was just wrong by WWE what they did to him, firing him on his wedding night.
Yeah,
That
that
was
bullshit.
That was a fuck you.
Well, especially when they had no communication at all.
Yes, it makes me feel
he
like
gets-
WWE is a
he gets
very passive aggressive place
He
to
gets
work
a fucking
for.
text message, not even a fucking call. Vince texts him saying, "Hey, you're suspended for 2 months."
That would drive me insane. I can't deal with passive aggressive
and then-
people.
It's like if my boss, like right now, texts me, goes, "You're suspended 2 months without pay." Like right now, I'll probably go destroy something over there at the office or something. I'll throw a fit
Hope he
because
doesn't listen to this
that's not how you go about things.
That's not professional.
Be a
No, it's
fucking
not
man and say it to my
professional at all.
face.
That and the way, I mean, maybe,
Call me,
Maybe,
you know?
maybe Triple H and Punk have some differences or something. But from the way Punk says it, Triple H is an asshole.
He
The way he handles things.
yes, he was also very clear because there's always a lot of rumors going around about Punk doesn't like this guy or Punk doesn't like that guy. He never cleared up the rumors about not liking The Rock. He never
Very
said
true.
anything about not liking The Rock. He said he liked Cena. Cena's a good guy.
They haven't
He
talked
said
since
he
he
liked
left, but-
yeah. He liked
He likes Batista.
He likes Batista. The surprising thing, and I was so conflicted on this, is that Suave said something earlier about Chris Jericho complaining that he hadn't talked to anybody, that Punk was like not responding to anybody. And Punk said something on this podcast about not responding to people who were out for their own agenda, and he specifically said something about trying to break news on like their own podcast or something first. And I think that was a direct jab at Chris Jericho.
I mean, other wrestlers have their own podcasts, but
No, but I think that Jericho was
Jericho's
doing it
does.
for his own benefit, though.
Yeah, he essentially said he
but then again,
didn't say
Jericho,
it. He didn't call Jericho out by name, but
You can assume that
Yeah, it's Jericho.
he's the only one with a major podcast like that
yes.
that would, since they were actually good friends
Mm-hmm.
inside WWE, and I know he made a comment, Jericho made a comment saying that since Punk left, them two haven't spoke to each other recently, and that he was quite aggravated and kind of mad at the fact that he hasn't heard from his so-called friend since he left and wants to know what's going on. But
And then
I can
he
see
probably
from
found out-
Punk's side
yeah.
of it now that like Jericho has his own podcast, and you don't want to disclose this information that you do not want out there at the moment. You want to sit back.
Best way to keep a secret is to not tell anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, be quieter.
Exactly.
Quieter.
Quieter.
Yes.
For the
Punk
idiots-
is such a quieter.
For the idiots on Twitter who don't know how to spell quitter.
Yes, they make fun of that a lot. They make fun of idiots on Twitter a lot.
CM Punk is a quieter.
He is a quieter.
Goddamn quieter.
He's a goddamn quieter.
And apparently he's an asshole because he doesn't want to take a picture with somebody who says, "Hey Phil, let me take a picture with you."
See, and he says something about that. He talks about meeting fans in public, and I have heard some things, and you never know what's true and what isn't. That he can be a little bit of a dick when it comes to me. I've had 2 or 3 opportunities I've seen CM Punk like out in public and whatever, and really wanted to go up and like get a picture or talk to him or whatever, and have not, just because I'm like, I don't want to not like Punk. I do like him, and I don't want something to happen that ruins my perception of him.
Well,
Because I think he's a
apparently
cool
he buys
guy.
apparently he bought friends from Wrestle Ruse pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought Jonathan pancakes. And
He actually mentioned it in the podcast
Yeah,
as
he
well.
does.
Him and Cole Cabana.
So,
which I think is great. Like, John's a cool guy.
Yeah, he is a cool guy.
Can't wait to go see him when he's down here in New Orleans for Comic-Con. He's going to have his own booth. So
I think we mentioned that in the last podcast.
I think so.
so if you want, look out.
If you want to come out and meet us, we're going to be at the New Orleans Comic-Con all 3 days.
Are we?
I'm
We're
actually
gonna try.
go
We're gonna
We're
try.
going to try to go for all 3 days, but that Saturday, definitely, I will be there. I have to see if money can actually pay for that. If we take donations, if y'all want, to help
No,
us.
we're
Kicks,
not-
kicks,
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Send us to Comic-Con.
Kickstarter for Comic-Con. So
Give
how
us
many
our own
Kickstarters do we have? We have a
Our own
Kickstarter.
booth. Our own Wrestle
We have the
recap booth.
Kickstarter for the big ass $3,000 couch.
Yep.
We had the Kickstarter for. I don't even remember. I just remember the Kickstarter for the big ass
$3,000 couch.
for the $3,000 couch,
So
and
this
now
is the
send
second one.
and now send us to Comic-Con.
Send us to New Orleans Comic-Con, not San Diego Comic-Con.
Well, you can send us to that one too if you want.
If you want to do it.
If you want to do it. Well, it'll just be a general Kickstarter for general Comic-Con,
Indiegogo.
and we'll decide which
Which one?
Comic-Con it is.
Yes.
And we will sign
Depending on-
autographs. No, we do that for free.
Yeah.
Depending on how much money Spaz Phoenix sends us, we will go to Comic-Con.
But yeah, we're going to the New Orleans Comic-Con. If anybody is in the greater New Orleans area, or you know what I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Out in the area,
Out in
New
the area,
Orleans.
and you're going to the New Orleans Comic-Con and or the area. We're going to be in New Orleans all weekend. Probably. We'll be glad to have
And
a
that
meetup.
Monday is Monday Night
hit us
Raw.
Up, hit us up
so-
on our Twitters. We do have Twitters now. You can
At
follow
Black
me
Cat, at Black Cat Feline
Guapo_504.
At the Suave one.
with
Suave
underscores.
underscores between each word.
Yes.
We'll put it in the description down below. A totally off topic. You guys didn't. I don't think you guys have realized. You guys are like 5 feet away from y'all's Christmas presents.
Hmm?
Well, my Christmas present pile. You can't see. It's in a
I
bag.
see boxes and bags.
Don't look. Don't look.
You said something about it.
You have a little mini grill.
Well,
Looks for a child.
That's for my nephew.
Black and Decker
Junior.
Junior. Okay.
I want one.
No.
I don't see
So,
I don't see
anyways,
a bag from FHP.
I would like to say. I would like to wrap up our podcast.
I just want to say something since it was Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
I'm thankful that I met you two.
I'm thankful I'm thankful I have friends like y'all, and I'm thankful for this wonderful podcast. Thanks to our wonderful Black Cat Feline, Kristen, for letting us join in on this hullabaloo and shenanigans with her.
I'm also thankful for Spaz Phoenix, who is the only one who comments.
The only one.
I swear to God, if the rest of you comment, we'll mention the fuck out of you too.
Exactly.
You will get shout
The
outs.
reason why he gets shout outs is because he's the only one, and I want someone else to talk about. So
It's okay, Spaz. We love you no matter what. Even if there's more people.
I feel
You're the
you guys-
first.
I feel like
You
with
were
all
the
the
first.
praise you guys just
He's
sent me, that you
number
guys are about
one.
to. I feel like with all the praise you guys just gave me, that you guys are about to ask for something.
$1 million.
That's what Suave wanted for Christmas.
that was.
$1 million.
She's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" Is like she goes, "Guess what I got you for Christmas?" I was like, "I don't know, $1 million."
And I laughed at him.
Ha.
I'm thankful that I know you guys as well,
Oh.
because I only had internet people to talk to about wrestling, and Brett.
Oh, yes. Brett, a.k.a. Crossfade Fan 20.
There you go,
correct? Is
got
that
it. There you got it.
Crossfade Fan 20, look in my eyes.
I am
Is
thankful.
Crossfade still around?
I don't know. Ask Brett.
Did
He
watch
is
that?
the.
Did he watch?
is-
Did he watch that episode?
He didn't say anything if he did.
Bastard.
You should ask Brett if Crossfade Fan is still around, because apparently there are 20 other fans or 19 other fans.
Fans.
Because I had not heard of Crossfade since their one-hit wonder back like 6 years ago.
You should ask
What
him.
was that?
Like So Cold or something like that.
In the comments
Cold.
down below, can somebody tell us if Crossfade...
I see that I never really got it right.
Spaz, can you look up if Crossfade is still a thing?
Spaz, look in my eyes. I know you see them. There's a picture of me right here. Yes. Hi, Spaz. How are you today? Is it cold in Canada?
Am I putting up the angry guapo face?
No, you're going to put up a happy guapo.
A happy guapo face.
Look, see, happy guapo. Angry guapo. Happy guapo. Angry guapo.
God damn
Happy
it.
guapo. Angry guapo.
Confused Guapo.
That's going to be a lot of fucking editing.
You're welcome.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Back to happy guapo.
I hope
Spaz.
everyone had
I'm
a
very thankful for you,
very
Spaz.
happy Thanksgiving. Although Spaz did not celebrate Thanksgiving with us, if he is indeed Canadian.
Very true.
They have a
Very
different
true.
Thanksgiving than we do.
It was like 2 months ago.
Yes.
I don't know. It's all what you call it. It's all weird up there.
Canada
Send us maple
is
syrup.
Canada is Bizarro Land. It is Bizarro Land. If any Raw that they have in Canada, they cheer for the Canadians, whether heel, face, otherwise. They don't give a shit.
Except if you're Christian.
Except, no, they cheer Christian as well. They cheer for Christian.
I'm just making a shot
Jericho
at
could be
Christian.
heel face. He could tell them that he fucked all of their mothers in the face. They still
Probably
cheer
did.
for
That's the
him.
thing. He probably
He
did.
probably did.
He invented that.
He did invent that.
Well, you know
Wow.
what they do in Canada?
What do they do in Canada?
They go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall today.
And on that note, guys,
Let's go to bed.
Suave out.
Buenas noches.
Night, everyone.